Welcome to Calm Clarity with Alonzo, the Buddhist secret to ending emotional suffering. If this video found you today, perhaps you're exactly where you need to be. Your journey towards greater self-awareness begins now. Your awareness is expanding. Your perspective is shifting. Your life is making room for peace instead of chaos. If people tell you that you are acting differently or have changed, they're right. You are becoming someone who refuses to abandon yourself. Your life no longer has room for energies that drain you, distort you, distort your truth, or pull you away from the person you are becoming. Those who cannot honor your growth may simply no longer belong in your orbit. Life arrives in seasons, and we choose how we walk through each one. My hope is that each season brings you closer to your true self, your true path, and your true power. If you keep choosing people who never choose you, the problem is not love, it is attachment. The Buddha taught that attachment is the root of suffering. But what happens the moment you finally choose yourself? Everything begins to change. Pain does not begin with rejection. It begins with craving, with the quiet refusal to let go. Imagine standing at a closed door, knocking over and over again, while another door behind you has already been opened. Most people never turn around. Take a moment to ask yourself, where in your life are you still waiting to be chosen? Before we continue, subscribe to Calm Clarity with Alonzo, your place for calm, reflection, and timeless Buddhist wisdom for everyday life. Today we'll explore the truly changes you when you finally choose yourself, and why this single decision can quietly transform your entire life. Stop asking permission to exist. Pause for a moment. How many times have you silently asked yourself, is it okay if I rest? Is it okay if I say no? Is it okay if I put myself first? Long before you discovered who you truly were, you were taught that your worth had to be earned. You learned to be useful before being honest. Pleasing others became more important than listening to yourself. Without realizing it, you began asking permission simply to exist. Ancient Buddhist wisdom reminds us that this is where suffering begins, not because other people control us, but because we surrender our inner authority in exchange for acceptance. We abandon ourselves so that others will stay. We dim our light to avoid conflict. We become like a candle apologizing for its light to people who have grown comfortable with darkness. But the candle was never wrong for shining. The room simply forgot how to see. The moment you choose yourself, something powerful shifts within. You stop explaining yourself. You stop justifying your boundaries. You realize your soul does not need approval. It needs remembrance. Remembrance of who you truly are. One timeless Buddhist teachings reminds us that self-betrayal often wounds us more deeply than rejection, because it is we who turn away from ourselves. Ask yourself honestly, where are you still doubting yourself just to keep the peace? Because that false peace often costs you your own. Look at your life today. Perhaps you are overworked yourself just to prove your worth. Perhaps you remain silent because speaking honestly feels uncomfortable. Perhaps perhaps you postpone your own happiness until everyone else is satisfied. Then you wonder why exhaustion lives in your body. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It makes you whole. When you stop asking permission, your energy returns. Your voice becomes steadier. Your boundaries becomes clear. Your presence become undeniable. Here are a simple practice. Before agreeing to anything, pause. Listen to your body's response before your mouth answers. Allow yourself to rest without feeling guilty. Sit quietly. Do nothing. Each day, speak one honest sentence to yourself with kindness, not how other people speak to you. These are not acts of rebellion. They are acts of realignment. Every small step restores your inner peace. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself standing quietly within your own mind. No explanation, no defense, only your breath. Notice that peace does not arrive from the outside. It has always been waiting within you. Ask yourself gently, who taught me to abandon myself? And why have I listened to that voice for so long? How many people fear choosing themselves because relationships change? Some become stronger, some quietly fade away, but suffering begins to dissolve because you are no longer divided from within yourself. The world responds differently to someone who is deeply rooted, not loud, not aggressive, simply peaceful. The truth is this: people can only control you when you fear losing their approval. If someone knows you crave validation, they can manipulate you through praise, guilt, or attention. If they know you want to be seen as a good person, They can turn your kindness into obligation. If they knew you hate disappointing others, they will continue pushing your boundaries until you have nothing left to give. Eventually, your life becomes a performance. Their opinion becomes an audience, and you spend your days acting instead of living. This slowly drains your spirit because you are constantly pretending instead of simply being yourself. The moment you detach from the need for approval, you become unshakable and unmoving. Your worth is no longer determined by what others think of you. Approval becomes pleasant. It is no longer necessary. Criticism becomes information instead of devastation. Rejection becomes redirection instead of that you have an authority. That is not the proof you'll need. You begin speaking honestly because you no longer fear losing someone's acceptance. You begin choosing what nourishes your soul instead of what merely satisfies everyone else. You stop performing, then you begin to live with authenticity. Sometimes extraordinary things happen when validation is no longer your source of identity. People lose the power to control your emotions. Their praise no longer inflates your ego. Their criticism no longer destroys your peace. Their silence no longer frightens you. You become emotionally self-sufficient. You begin living with calm clarity instead of constant reaction. Your entire relationship with confidence, and because you finally know who you are. True freedom is not the absence of people. It is freedom from dependence of their approval. This is why monks, spiritual teachers, and deeply awakened people often carry such quiet peace. It is not arrogance. It is freedom. They no longer need to be admired, understood, or validated to feel whole. They trust the wisdom within themselves. When you release the need to be approved by anyone and everyone, you become the person you were always meant to be. Grounded, independent, peaceful, and truthful. Free from the weight of external judgment. Carry this truth with you. Detach so deeply that your peace remains untouched. Let your heart stay open. Let your soul stay free. No matter who enters your life, no matter who leaves, because the moment nothing outside of you can control your inner world is the moment you truly begin to live. And I want you all to remember this. You were never meant to disappear so others could feel comfortable. You were meant to become fully yourself. If today's message spoke to your heart, leave these words in the comment. I choose peace. or I choose my peace. I read every comment, and I love to hear from you. Until next time, walk gently, stay present, and always choose yourself. Peace and blessings. Calm clarity with Alonzo. One story, one lesson, one calmer mind.